A quiet South African mining town. Streetlights flicker against the dark sky. Thunder rolls in the distance. Rain falls harder. Children are asleep. Families are indoors. The mine looms silently nearby. And behind a massive earth wall, a mountain of toxic waste waits. Then, the wall moves, and the earth begins to flow. South Africa sits atop one of the richest gold deposits ever discovered. The Witwatersrand Basin, a geological formation created nearly 3 billion years ago, holds the largest gold reserves in human history. For more than a century, this land has produced unimaginable wealth. But gold mining creates something else. Waste. To extract a few grams of gold, tons of rock must be crushed, chemically treated, and discarded. What remains is called tailings. Fine, powdery, chemically treated rock mixed with water. It looks harmless from a distance, but it behaves like a liquid when disturbed, and it must be stored. So engineers build tailings dams. Not like concrete dams. These are walls made of earth, often constructed using the very waste they are meant to contain. Stacked higher, year after year. Near the town of Virginia in South Africa's Free State province stood the Merriespruit Tailings Dam. It held approximately 600,000 cubic meters of mining slurry, a gray, silty mixture, behind an embankment rising over 30 meters high. To the residents nearby, it was just part of the landscape, a silent hill. But tailings dams are different from traditional dams. They are built incrementally, often constructed upstream, dependent on drainage stability, vulnerable to overtopping, and most critically, they rely on soil strength. The dam stood on clay-rich foundation soils. Clay behaves differently than sand or rock. When dry, it is strong. When saturated, it loses shear strength. Heavy rainfall changes everything. In the days before February 22, 1994, intense summer thunderstorms hit the region. Rainwater pooled. Drainage systems were insufficient. Water levels rose dangerously close to the crest of the dam. This is called freeboard, the safety margin between water level and the top of the wall. The margin was too small. And then, water flowed over the top. Overtopping is catastrophic for earthen dams. Flowing water erodes soil rapidly. And once erosion starts, failure accelerates exponentially. At approximately 9 p.m., the embankment gave way. It did not crack slowly. It collapsed. The wall liquefied. 600,000 cubic meters of tailings burst forward. Not as a trickle, but as a wave. Witnesses later described it as a gray tsunami. The slurry surged into the nearby township at terrifying speed. Houses disappeared instantly. People were trapped before they could react. The mud was dense, heavy, unbreathable. Some victims drowned. Others suffocated beneath collapsing roofs and thick sludge. 17 people died that night. Entire families. 80 homes were destroyed. Hundreds were displaced. The mud layer reached up to 2 meters thick in places. Rescue teams worked through toxic sludge, digging with bare hands, searching for survivors. Livestock drowned. Gardens vanished. Everything familiar, buried. Gold had built the town. Gold had destroyed it. Here is the geological truth. Tailings are finely ground rock particles. When saturated, they behave like quicksand. If pressure increases or structural support fails, they can undergo liquefaction. Liquefaction transforms solid-looking ground into flowing fluid. The Merriespruit failure involved overtopping erosion, saturated embankment, weak clay foundation, poor drainage, inadequate monitoring. This was not a single-point failure. It was a system failure. Engineering and geology misaligned. Gold processing leaves behind heavy metals, sulfides, arsenic traces, processing chemicals. The slurry contaminated soil and water systems. Farmland became unusable. Streams were polluted. The ecological damage lasted years. Toxic tailings are not just mud. They are chemical time bombs. Merriespruit was not isolated. Tailings dam failures have occurred worldwide. Brazil, Canada, China. These structures are among the most dangerous man-made geological systems on Earth because they are expanding every year, often built cheaply, vulnerable to rainfall extremes, dependent on constant oversight, and climate change increases heavy rainfall events, which increases overtopping risk, which increases disaster probability. After the disaster, legal proceedings followed. Mining companies were held accountable. South Africa revised safety regulations. Monitoring improved. But here is the uncomfortable reality. South Africa still has hundreds of tailings dams. Many aging. Many near communities. Gold mining built a nation. But its waste remains, stacked in silent gray mountains. Why do tailings dams fail so often? Because they are not built like normal dams. Traditional water dams. Concrete or rock fill. Engineered to resist overtopping. Designed for long-term stability. Tailings dams. Often built upstream. Raised incrementally. Sometimes poorly monitored. Vulnerable to rainfall and foundation weakness. They store waste, not profit. So safety investment often lags behind production. The earth always responds to pressure. Water weakens soil. Clay loses strength. Gravity never negotiates. Engineering must respect geology, or geology will reclaim control. At Merriespruit, nature did not attack. The earth simply behaved as physics dictates. Saturated soil lost cohesion. Water eroded structure. Gravity completed the process. The system collapsed exactly as geology predicts. The town rebuilt. Memorials were erected. Life continued. But the scar remains. A reminder that beneath every mining boom lies an invisible risk. Behind every wall of waste stands a question. Is the ground truly stable? Or is it waiting? Gold glitters. It funds cities. It powers economies. But the true cost of gold is not always measured in currency. Sometimes, it is measured in mud and in lives. If you found this documentary enlightening, subscribe, share, and leave a comment to support future educational content. This is the Geologic Lens. True stories beneath the surface.